When I got pregnant with Catherine, I had 3 boys. The oldest was just 4, so I had 3 boys under the age of 5 and under, and then Catherine was born. So they were all about 18 months, 2 years apart. She was born in the evening. I remember they took her away from me and didn't let me have her back that night. And the next morning, the pediatrician came in and told me that she had very likely had hydrocephalus. Well, she'd had a brain hemorrhage and her left ventricle was blocked, and so her brain had been pretty much compressed against her skull. She had brain surgery the next day and had a shunt put in. The hard part was that she looked like Frankenstein's daughter for a long time. She had her head was shaved, and she had this big moon-shaped scar right here, and then this bulb sticking out. And for a long time, she had sort of this vacant appearance in her face. And I remember going to grocery stores or taking her to church and having people physically react. And you see a baby, and the normal reaction is to go forward. People would go forward and then really retreat because they just did not know what to say or what to do or how to react to this child that is obviously very compromised in her health. I think for the first time I felt really different. I felt, in a lot of ways, I felt like I had a secret that I couldn't share. And I felt apart because I didn't know how to share how I was feeling. I didn't know how to be in that place and see other friends who were having babies and their babies were healthy, and I didn't know how to really go into that joy with them without really feeling a sadness for myself. I didn't know what I needed, I think was the biggest part. A hug made me just, I love you and I'm here for you, but people just really commonly don't know how to react in that situation. It's tough, it's real tough. I remember particularly well one day, and it was about the time when we were at a crossroads with Catherine. I didn't know that she would be able to go to public school. She was in the 6th grade. It was a tremendously hard transition from grade school into the 6th grade, going to different classes and things like that. And all of these things were just coming at me, and I remember sitting at my desk and I was working in IS at the time, and I was writing some complex paper of either it was a test plan or a help file or something, and I didn't know it, but tears were just streaming down my face. And my boss at the time came around my shoulder and saw me, and she just, picked me up, pulled me into her office, and I told her what was happening and that there was an opportunity for Catherine to get some testing and then go to a special program in Portland in the summer, but I would have to get her there and bring her back every single day. And she worked out a way for me to do that and keep my job. And I don't know where Catherine would be today without that gift. I think through that, the sharing of who I am as a person, the parts of my life that I bring in to work with me that make me who I am, I'm more open with those now. I share those more often and more freely because I think it strengthens our human connection, but it also helps others to know maybe where I might be that day. And it's not them or it's not something, it's just my life is complicated and today might not be the greatest day for me. So I feel like that's a really important thing that we do for each other. Well, Catherine got married this summer. She met a young man online and that has a background similar to Catherine's. He has some special needs as well growing up, so they met each other at this beautiful place of understanding and acceptance of each other in their own weaknesses. They complement each other really well. They got married and they're living in Beaverton. Catherine's a dog trainer for Petco. She is the lead dog trainer for her region. She does all of the training of the new dog trainers that come in. She's fantastic. She has this great ability to work with animals and teach people how to work with animals. I never thought she'd live alone, and then I never thought she'd get married, so I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled with her life. But she's always on my heart. I think about her all the time. Diversity to me it's who you are inside. It's who your experiences, what makes you you, and you might have a little struggle there that you've worked with all your life and is still very much a part of you that nobody else can see. What I've learned to do more at work is to be more open with myself and to be more forthcoming of some of the things that might be challenging to me. Because I think in that sharing, then others might feel a safe place to share with me, so we can talk to one another about what's real in our lives and what we're going through. disability is a part of our working lives. I mean, we work with people all the time, and I know that we all touch it in some way, so helping to understand it a little bit more, being closer to it is important to me.